here we
I
go.
woke up
Another
ready
episode.
this morning. Go
What's
ahead.
that?
I said I woke up ready, Fred. Let's
Yeah,
go.
there you go. He said ready and he gets all fired up already. I can't even do the introduction. Chiromafia. There is the Dom over there, Dr. Joe.
Capo,
Oh,
Dr. Fred.
yeah, there you go. See, man, you even look like Marlon Brando a
I'm
little
looking
bit.
more like him. You ever see my olive oil commercial?
Dude,
I
it's
dressed up as
hilarious. Tell
Brando.
people how to get to that. It's the
It
best
just
thing
punch in.
ever.
Well, Godfather selling olive oil, cooking Italian with Joe. My father must have, and my dad's not a guy that does that. He must have watched that 1,000 times. He would just, oh my God, you did such a great job. It's
I'm so proud of
unbelievable.
you.
I just can't believe it. I'm like, Dad, are you serious? What are you doing? I'm watching your video again. It's unbelievable.
It's so good, man.
It is funny.
It's almost hard to believe because
Yeah,
it's
it
so
is. It's funny.
exact. So yeah, tell people what that is so they can go watch it.
Yeah. So I have a place in Italy, and then we have an olive farm, olive grove, I guess you call it, and we make olive oil. So we were selling olive oil. So I started doing these little mini commercials, and one of them, a friend of mine said, "Hey, you ought to dress up as the Godfather and do a video like promoting your olive oil." So I did. I didn't shave that morning, and so I tried to get a mustache, and I wore a tuxedo, and I put paper towels soaked in olive oil in my mouth to get the cheeks like Marlon Brando,
Oh
which is
yeah,
kind of
right.
what he did. I did the whole thing. And Melody, my girlfriend, was shooting the video, and we cracked up. We literally couldn't get through it because we just kept laughing every time we did it. I said, "You got to get out of the room. Just get out of the room. I'll do it." So I finally got through it. So we did a video on. It's called the law. I think I changed the name of it a couple times, but it's the Godfather cooking Italian with Joe, and it's very funny. It's entertaining. I think you'll
Yeah,
enjoy
man.
it.
Give us a little piece right now.
Yeah. Oh, look, how you doing? Hey, listen, maybe you got a girlfriend. I don't know. Maybe you got a cousin and aunt. Maybe they want to buy some olive oil. I don't know. Buy yourself a couple of bottles of olive oil.
Yeah. Joey and Vito, by the way.
Joey and Vito. That's right.
I know, man. You named your son Vito. How cool is that?
Yeah, Vito means a lot of people know this, maybe some don't, but Vita means life actually. So
Yeah.
we had a few miscarriages. So I had a cousin, well, uncle, way back, not a cousin, uncle Vito. So we were looking for names. Hopefully, she was going to carry term, and he was born, and that's why we were motivated to call him that because it was, we had a new life in our life.
Yeah.
So great.
Well, normally all the Italian names end with Y, right? Tony, Tommy,
Right,
Jimmy, Timmy,
right.
hey, Freddie, it's always one of those, where you go down the
Yes,
line.
yes,
Frankie.
yeah,
It's not Frank.
yeah.
No, it's Frankie.
My dad was like, no, not Vito. It's Vittorio. It's Vittorio because the full like Giuseppe,
Yeah, yeah,
Joe.
yeah.
So his name's Vittorio, but obviously we call him Vito. So it really is funny. There was a little moment when he was playing baseball. He's a tough kid. I mean, no bullshit. He's a really tough kid. And so he was playing baseball. He got hit in the arm with the baseball. Like 2 plays earlier, a kid got hit and he was crying. And I get it. It hurt. Blah blah blah. He's a little kid. So Vito gets hit. Boom. Doesn't. I mean, hard. Bam. You could hear it. Everyone's like, oh. Doesn't rub it, doesn't do anything, tosses the bat, jogs over to first base. And I was sitting next to a father, and he goes, "That's why they call him Vito." It was funny. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Dude, did that hurt?" He goes, "Yeah, well, I could have rubbed it. I didn't want the guy to let him know that it hurt me." It
Yeah,
was
that's
really
like you, man. The apple didn't fall far from the tree on
no,
that one.
no. I'm sure, no, of course,
That's funny.
funny stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, speaking of pain, this is what
yeah,
we were talking about. What do we
yeah.
want to talk about,
Practice, pain and practice. Yeah,
What's the pattern, man, that chiropractors have been following the same pattern for so long and it's all good, but it doesn't match lifestyle, man.
right.
Everybody thinks how they're supposed to build their practice is through marketing.
Yes,
I should say advertising.
yes,
Marketing is changing beliefs.
right.
Marketing is really when you get a new patient, how do you process them So one, they agree it's a lifestyle for them and their family. Two, they bring their immediate family in. Three, then their family tree,
Yes.
and then they have purpose.
Yes.
So that's something like in Elite, man. So many clients come in that we're doing all this marketing, all this marketing. I'm like, stop, just stop doing all your marketing. And they're like, ah. And then here's your day one. At the end of day one, 100% of new patients are going to agree this healthcare lifestyle.
Yes.
Now, the thing is, I was on a coaching call the other day and I said, he goes, well, we're working on day one. And I go, well, what'd you do? And he's telling me the process. I go, what outcome do you want? Well, we're going to tell him about lifestyle. We're going to tell him spinal cord's a lifeline, and it sends energy to all the organs. I go, dude, that's not the outcome. That's the process.
Right.
What's the outcome? Like, and this is where you're so good. You knew the outcome and then you create the process with the person. Yeah, you have scripts and we say, pre-consult, consult, exam, all that.
Right.
That's like the boards and the glass in the hockey rink. That just keeps the players and the puck on the ice.
Yes.
But the
Exactly.
goal is to get the puck in the goal,
In the
not keep it
board.
against the boards.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you have to apply the scripts to the person.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
know in Elite, our outcome is at the end of day one, they're going to agree that this is a healthcare lifestyle for them and their family.
Right.
Now,
Exactly.
when they agree to that, they're already asking about their kids in the
Yes.
consult.
Yes. But if
So,
not, you've got, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you.
we have a step-by-step system. I'll go through it in a sec.
Sure. But if
But
not, you're everything you do, everything you teach, everything I teach, everything we coach, everything we share has the outcome in mind. Like everything
first,
is objective based to the outcome.
right,
The intention. Like when you're going in an adjusting room, like why are you putting your hands on somebody? Like what are you looking to have as an outcome? And if you align, if you're clear on that, saying what you're saying, then everything you do becomes more efficient. So I'm not wasting time. I'm not small talk. I'm not losing time, right? I'm in there creating, like you're saying, a lifestyle system. So they're already like, hey, I'm here for a better lifestyle. Your product is a better life. Your service is a chiropractic adjustment, but your product is a better life. A dentist doesn't have people like this on the advertising like, oh my God, they have beautiful people with beautiful teeth on a beach, basically saying, here's a product. Your teeth are beautiful, but your life's going to be beautiful if your teeth are beautiful. So same idea with us. Like get out of that mindset because then you're attracting all the people going like this or this rather than, wow, I'm here for a better life. You lead them there. So guess what? They stay, pay, refer. So
well, not only that, when you're focused on the process, then you have a variable on the outcome. But
yes,
when you have the outcome in mind first,
yes,
then you
correct.
create
Yes,
the process that
yes,
gets the outcome. It's like,
yes,
is your outcome on a daily visit to adjust someone? Because
yes,
if it is, then are you adjusting them like you may think it's whatever? Is their impression pain relief? Like, what's their
right,
impression?
right,
Or is your impression, like we say, what's the outcome? That you put them back in a healing state.
correct.
So, what are you going to talk about? You're going to talk about energy in the spinal cord. You're going to talk about their lifeline. You're going to talk about healing. And that was one thing that I always just say at the end of every adjustment is you're healed.
Yes,
And even if they say, "Well, I don't feel healed yet," I'd be like, "Matter takes time, man. You
right.
have 100% energy going through there. You are healed. Your
Yes,
physical body may take a little bit more time, but you're gonna have a friggin' amazing day."
yes.
So, so the same thing with day one. Well, how do you get a patient that comes in wanting back pain, get rid of their back pain to say, "This is my healthcare lifestyle"? Well, certainly it's a step-by-step system, but really what
Don't
it is,
talk back pain. To interrupt you, don't talk back pain. Rule
yeah,
number
step
one.
one, yeah, don't meet them where they're at. And
Exactly.
that's like we say, you address it, but
Right.
you don't focus on it.
They get all.
Yeah, I know, man. Like pre-consultation. Hey, spinal cord is like a river. It carries energy to all the brain, all the organs. All the organs are dependent on that to stay alive and healthy. By the way, the amount of energy in the spinal cord determines whether you're in the state of health or a state of disease. Let me show you what affects either state. And then you talk about a
Yes.
subluxation, right? So that's what you should be talking about. Are you in the state of health or state of disease? Like we do a lot of spinal correction. Well, let's check your posture, let's check you or whatever, and then it becomes, well, let's see how you're healing today.
Yes.
Rather than, well, let's check your posture. They don't care. How about let's see how you're healing? What state are you in? If you miss an
Yeah.
appointment and you're freaking subluxated, you're in a state of disease. If I got to
Correct.
find five subluxations, that's what people don't get, right? If they come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Monday you have to adjust four things, well, by Friday, you shouldn't be adjusting four things. If you're still adjusting the same four or five things, something isn't working right,
Yeah.
you
Sometimes
know?
it's us. We're not working right as the
Yeah,
chiropractor.
exactly, man. And
Our
I
head space.
know, uh, not only do we use segmental, do postural corrective adjustments and stuff, like after a few adjustments, man, your structure should look different.
Yes. Yeah.
Otherwise, what are you doing?
Going back to what we were talking about before, like, because I think some people hear us and they're like, well, how do you not talk like symptoms? Like, because we're talking healing and energy and lifestyle, right? And they're like, well, they came in with back pain, like I want to connect with them. I hear that from a lot of doctors, like, I want to connect with them. So I always use the example where my head goes is if I get into, I'm a 61-year-old guy, I go into the emergency room and I got chest pain and left arm pain, and they know I'm having a heart attack, they don't give a fuck about my left arm. Like, they
Yeah,
don't care.
I know.
They're going to go, all right, well, listen, I know you're in a cardiac state here, and it's, most likely fatal if we don't address it, but tell me about your arm pain. Like, is it your pinky? Is it your elbow? Like, where does your arm hurt exactly? Like, what's the difference? Like, it doesn't matter where the symptoms manifest because I'm having a heart attack or a tumor in my body that's radiating pain somewhere as a result of pushing out. Like, but once you know that it's the tumor, like the symptoms are totally meaningless. They have
Insignificant.
meaningless, yeah, insignificant. They have no value whatsoever at this point. You're like heart attack, so you're subluxated. My body is not functioning properly. You're subluxated. So what's the difference with the symptom? Maybe as a metric for you or for them, but beyond that, it's adjust them. But if you make it the only metric, let's say they don't feel better. Let's say I come in to see Dr. Fred and I have migraines and I'm getting adjusted, I'm getting correction, things are progressing, and yet at some point my migraines are not alleviated, they're not gone. Well, if I made it a metric of that, that means that they're not going to get care. I'm looking at their x-ray and it's horrible, right? Like, well, that's not good for you. So even if I took a picture of you and you had no migraines and I looked at that x-ray, are you healthy or sick? Well, I'm sick. So who gives a shit about the migraines? So like, I mean, at some point you got to be like, dude, you got a tumor in your brain. Like, it doesn't matter if it hurts or not. We got to take care of it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
different way to think, but it's a better way to think. So,
well, here's the thing, man. People want to overcomplicate everything. It's like
yes,
you think it's
correct.
hard. So it's this simple. Why are they showing up injured and sick? That's what we call them. Well, I have back pain. Well, I have headaches. Well, I have 15 different health problems. Why'd you show up that way? Every patient only has one problem. You never took care of your spine and nervous system. So you
Right.
lived 42 years, you never took care of it. That's
Exactly.
how you ended up this way.
Exactly.
Now why didn't you take care of it? Well, none of your other chiropractors that just focus on pain or the MDs that gave you your asthma inhaler
Sure.
never talked to you that the
Right.
spinal cord is your lifeline.
Didn't even know. Never heard of
That's,
it.
yeah,
Got it.
you never heard of it, right? So that's the only problem. Now, when your only problem is lifestyle and you're there to solve a problem, the only solution is lifestyle.
Correct.
So that's what you're going to talk about. So that's our day one, man. First, you got to understand the principle because if you don't get that, the principle is lifestyle, right? Energy moves out of the spinal cord is your lifeline, man. Amount of energy determines state of health, state of disease. So like at the end of day one, we say, well, hey, you got five subluxations. We look at posture, six postural distortions, 15 different health problems. You're 42 years old. You never took care of your spine and nervous system. Nobody ever told you, can you see how you ended up this way? And they'll go, yeah. Well, can you see why when people learn this becomes their healthcare lifestyle for them and their family? Now, we've already talked about generational patterns, right? Because spinal patterns and health patterns run in families. I mean, man, you take an x-ray of a kid, you could overlay that x-ray with their parents.
Yes.
So, 4 questions in a consultation. Who'd you get it from? Who are you giving it to? Who else
Yeah.
in your family has it? And do they live in the area?
Yes.
4 simple fucking questions. You just got their whole family tree.
Right. And you're going to listen, is every single person going to say, oh, I'm bringing everyone in? No. But here's the reality. If you don't say that, nobody's doing it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So even if it's 2 out of 10, even if it's 1 out of 10, and maybe you're not great at it, maybe you're not executing it great, but so what? If every 10 new ones, I get a new one, probably 2 or 3 from it,
Yeah,
it's
at least.
free. It's free. And you're getting your family in. And guess what? As you do it, Fred teaches you some great systems. As you do it, guess what? You get better at it. And when you get better at it, guess what? You get 2 out of 10. And then after a little while, you get 3 out of 10. You just get better at it, and you get better results. You're confident, your clarity, your intention, your objective, everything gets better, so your results get better.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Shit, I just got
Yes.
a sign the Zoom meeting is going to end in 10 minutes. I mu-
I
I
don't know
must
about
have
that.
somehow got downgraded. They don't
I
like
think
me
we got.
anymore.
I think here's the other challenge too, and that is, this is a pestilence within our profession. We as the chiropractor thinks they're healthy, and I hear this from people I work with. Right? They think they're healthy if they don't have any symptoms, or if they get them to be non-symptomatic. You came in and your back hurt. Now your back doesn't hurt, so you're healthy. It's like, well, you got them back to where they were before they felt crisis, thinking that that's healthy. Like, that isn't healthy. That's you may have taken some pressure off, allowed the body to heal a little bit, so that it's no longer symptomatic. But how much pressure? 70-80% is on a nerve before you even start to feel it. So they're not even close to being healthy. You got them just as sick as they were before their leg hurt. They're still very, very sick. So the idea that, I hear some people say, well, they're doing really better, so they're all done, or they're really good. It all starts from there. It's like, how are you thinking about the body, health, physiology, where health comes from, how it's expressed in the body, how they end up where they are, where should we play a role? Like, once you get clear on that, your vision becomes bigger, your purpose becomes bigger. Every child needs to be adjusted because they're neurologically compromised. I don't know about you, Fred, but I've never done a straight leg raise or a Bectoruse or a Kemp's on an infant. You know what I mean? Because I'm not looking for a sciatica in an infant. I'm
Just
checking
that
for
imbrication.
interference. Yeah, right. Exactly. Right. So,
Yeah.
it comes from that. It's core to that.
Yeah, well, and that's what I like about, we talk about, you're either in state of health or state of disease. You're
Yes.
getting
Yes.
100% energy
Yes.
through there, or you're
Yes.
not.
Or you're
It's
not.
very simple. You're either subluxated or you're not, man. It's
Yes.
black or white.
Yes.
The problem is
Yes.
when you throw gray in there and you
Yes.
start talking about conditions,
Yes.
and man, I mean, how many healing miracles? Energy heals. That's it. That's it, man. Energy's got to get to matter, or matter dies or gets sick. Any questions?
Right.
It's a fucking universal law. The
Right.
problem is when you question the principle.
Well, I also think, like, I was listening to a couple chiropractors today on Instagram or whatever, when while I was on with Danny Nolstay on the Mile High podcast, which was great, by the way. Make sure you guys go to Mile High. It's in August. It's phenomenal. Great event. But and they're like, our philosophy, we believe. I think that hurts us. Like, we believe. We believe our philosophy. It isn't chiropractic philosophy. Like, once you say that, it sounds like, well, chiropractors believe this, and somebody else believes that. Like, I think that hurts us in the whole idea. No, this is the philosophy of life. This is the way it works.
It's the
not
universal
like
law.
Einstein's right. I mean, it's not Einstein's, if you will, belief he discovered something, right? Newton discovered something. So, okay, maybe Stevenson and BJ and Didi discovered it, but it's not what chiropractors believe. Your brain tells your body what to do through communication, force, energy, and if your spine's crooked, it doesn't work as well, so therefore the body doesn't work as well. So and that makes you sick of disease. Like, that's not a belief of a chiropractor. Surgeons believe that. That's why they do fucking surgery on you to remove something if it's crushing your spinal cord. So everybody believes it. It's a law. It's how it works. So I think presenting it that way would, if you think about it that way, you're going to talk about it differently. It's not what we believe. As you know, Fred, like that. So that's a different way to word it, right? So Fred, I know you know this, or as you know, your brain tells your body what to do. Like they agree with that. You're not like,
yeah, they already know.
Believe your brain tells your body what to do. Oh, what does that mean? The other doctor doesn't believe that? No, it is the way it is.
Well, it's funny because then people get their own belief systems in the way.
Yes.
I was on
Yes.
a call. This was a while ago. And somebody said, well, when I talk about chiropractic, I don't always expect not everybody's going to believe what I'm saying. And I'm like, why? You're
Right.
speaking to a spiritual being about a fucking universal law.
Right.
Now,
Exactly.
everybody, and I know, like, when I talk about chiropractic, I already know that, expect them to believe me. But when you say, hey, spinal cord says energy that makes everything in your body work and it determines your health, everybody's like, yeah, I get that. You know what? And they'll even
Right.
say, I believe that.
Yes. Correct.
You know what I mean?
But
Like
it's not a
everybody
belief. But
knows
yes.
the
Go ahead. Yes.
principle
Yes.
innately.
Yes.
Now
Exactly.
they might not understand the healthcare application of chiropractic,
Correct.
but they know their spinal cord makes their body work. Look at a freaking somebody in a wheelchair. I mean,
Don't ask them.
everybody
Go
freaking
ahead,
knows
sorry.
it.
Right. Don't ask them a question that's based on belief. Right. You don't have to have faith in the idea that your spinal cord, if it's crooked, doesn't affect your nervous system. Like that's not faith. It's not belief. Right. It's your brain
It's
tells your body
law.
what to do. If I push on it, doesn't work as well. Like, so if you present it in a way, like I said, that, well, chiropractors believe, or we believe, we believe. I heard the woman, she was saying, like, well, we believe your body's an intelligent being and it has the ability to heal. Like, well, it's not that we believe it. That is the way it is.
Yeah, you just say your body's intelligent, has the ability to heal.
Right, your body's
Multitude.
intelligent. It's not that chiropractors believe your body's
Yeah.
intelligent. Like, your body is intelligent. Cut your hand, break your fucking arm, do damage your body. Guess what? Maybe you need a little outside assistance, but they don't put casts on dead people, because if you die in a car accident with a broken arm, they're not going to put a cast on it because there's no intelligence, force, or life in the body. There's no energy in the body anymore. But if there is, they're going to put a cast on it. The cast doesn't heal. The body heals, right? So because the body's intelligent, it's not the orthopedic doesn't. Well, orthopedic surgeons believe that the body's a highly intelligent system. No, everybody believes that. It is the way it is. It's not even a belief.
It's a freaking law. You don't even need to use the word.
Exactly.
Because then when you say, well, we believe, then you
Right.
imply there's another
Yes.
option.
Yes.
It's not a fucking option. It's a universal law.
There is no other option. That's the way it is. The body is intelligent. Messages are flowing through the spine and nervous system. And when you push on it, guess what? Let me ask somebody who's never been to chiropractic school. Does it work better when you push on your nerves? Fuck no, it works worse. Exactly. How do you solve it? Advil, rub lotion on it. Watch something on TV that makes you feel good. No, you got to pull the fucking pressure off. That's it. It's so simple. My God.
I know.
So, amen.
And that's so funny because, and I always tell people, man, and this, and this is what you're a master at, right? The more simple your message, the more they understand.
Correct.
Well, because the doctor, you feel like you have to have all the answers and give your doctor language. And
Correct.
there's a study I show in the boot camp that says when doctors communicate to patients, patients forget 40 to 80% of what they told them
I lived it.
immediately
I lived
because
it.
you're not
I lived
speaking
it.
the same language,
Yes. Correct.
right?
You're
So when
talking
you say-
Russian and they're listening for English. They're like, wait, what did he say? How did he? I don't even. What did the doctor say? How many times you talk to somebody? Well, you're the chiropractor. Oh, I went to my such and such. What did it say? Well, I don't know. I don't really like. They don't even know. They don't know. They don't remember. So you think they're going to remember all the shit you say? You got to make it so simple.
They
'Cause
can't
they're
forget.
not- right. The last time they took biology class was when they were in high school. You follow me? And they probably didn't do well in it. And they're not laying in bed going, how does my body work? How does my liver function? They're not thinking that when they go to, we are. I'm over here
Yeah.
reading books on it. They're not. They're like, I got kids karate. I got, oh my god, I got to bake cupcakes for my sons, whatever. So the reality is, meet them in that level of making it simple. Right? I'm going to meet you and make it so simple, and I'm going to ask you a question that isn't based on faith or belief at all. It's going to be based on such easy contrast, deductive and inductive reasoning that they're going to be in full alignment, full agreement. Boom, build upon
Yeah.
that. You're good.
Hey man, for some reason, I don't know, my Zoom package changed. I got to upgrade it, but it's going to cut
Okay.
us off in a minute. So,
Okay.
yeah, hey man, keep it simple, tell the principal,
Yes.
eliminate belief, and freaking give it with conviction. You'll
Love
double
and
your
appreciate you,
practice.
Fred. Talk to you next week.
All right, brother. Love you,
All
man.
right. Yep.
Peace.
Bye.
Hang on.